And after knock me out, but I'm still holding the throne. You'll never know till it's over. So pray.
All right, here we go. So when we was at Farmington, I wanted to ask, first of all, everybody, back for part 2 with Terry Whittle, because we didn't only cover it a little bit, but so welcome everybody.
Hey, hey Harvey, I want to apologize for you. Hey, I want to apologize for you and the viewers. I got traffic going by and stuff, so
That's no big deal.
just hope.
I'm gonna have kids running through the house here in a minute, but when we was at Farmington, was you in the house when Shannon Nix got into it with got in that relationship with that guard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know or not, but she quit her job to marry him, you know. But and everybody hated him. He got blackballed everywhere. He couldn't get a job anywhere. And so that one guard, the one that gave you trouble, like, you know, about bleeding from the head.
Yeah.
McCarver.
I believe it was Sergeant Garver, yes.
Yeah, Sergeant Garver. She used to go to his cell when she made rounds and just cuss him out. Well, he seen her making a round one day and pressed record on his cassette player and recorded her talking saying all kinds of bad things to him and sent it out to his lawyer and got her fired.
Yeah, I remember that.
And since then, we couldn't have stereos with mics in them.
Yeah, you say something about it. Hey, remember that one that I had a relationship with, OSHA?
Yeah. I forgot about OSHA. Remember, I was pronouncing her name wrong. I was saying Osia or something like that. And you said, no, it's OSHA.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
babe, it wasn't a relationship.
Yeah, trust me, Kendra, it wasn't what you think. But
No, it wasn't, babe.
I'm making shakes.
Hey, she said she's making shanks.
I'm glad I'm halfway across the state. But anyway,
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that, man. That caused a lot of problems.
It did, and he got blackballed. And I remember when she first started working there. Before she had her uniform, Kevin and I were in the wing.
Yeah.
And she was about 15 feet from us. And Kevin leans over to me and says, "Man, she's hot." And I looked at Kevin. I said, "Kevin, for the last time, we're not having sex tonight."
That's right.
Hey,
yeah.
He got embarrassed and he went over there and he goes, "He's just talking shit. You can't listen to what he says."
Yeah.
And the sergeant, and she said, "Well, the sergeant told me that there's like half of you guys in here I can't listen to because you guys are all full of."
Yeah.
But so you and I, you know, you got sent to Potosi before I did, and
yeah,
not long before I did, but it was before I did. Well, I beat up this guy had a messed up case, and they told me that they knew I did it, but they couldn't prove it. But the major told me, he said, "I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you and your cronies." And it wasn't long after that I got set up on a number 3. And when I was in the hole,
Yeah.
The major came by.
Thank you.
He goes, I told you I was going to get you. He says, Whittle's always gone. Whittle's already gone. Half of your other friends have already been transferred. Now you're gone. And, you know, finally cleaning up this place. I said, well, you can stay here with all these chomos. And he just looked at me, he goes, well, have fun in Potosi. And I said, well, I bet you there ain't nobody there with messed up cases. And he just looked at me and goes on. But and then I end up in Potosi with you. Hold up a second.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'll
Fix that for me. All I have to do is get rid of the X.
I'll never forget the day you came into 3B, and I seen you come walking through to your oranges, and I yelled down, Harvey. You looked up, you said, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
What's
that.
up?
Yeah, but there was.
Well, I didn't know if you guys knew where I got transferred or not.
Yeah.
Where I went, I didn't know if you guys did.
I didn't know. I just know you disappeared.
That after your negative.
Well, no, babe. My naked thing was back at MSP.
Yeah.
She's talking about where I whooped that colored kid and went to the hole naked.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Back in MSP.
Yeah. I didn't see the fight, but I do remember seeing they lead you away, you know, you cuffed up and you didn't have no boxers on or nothing. I'm thinking, what you know? What happened? I didn't even know what happened,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, this don't look good, you know? But come find out, everybody said you got in a fight with a guy in the Shire. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah. See. Do what? I see you there trying to take a sip of your coffee.
yeah, I do have a cup of coffee. But I drink it stuff all the time.
I'm drinking Red Bull.
Yeah. But so you said you was at Algoa too, right? You know, I'll be honest.
Well, I just left Algoa in 2020. That's where I got out with Algoa.
Oh, was it? Well, when I
Yeah, but see, Harvey. Now, see, Harvey, there's something you gotta understand about me. Now, you know, back in the day, I wasn't into that gang shit.
right.
Now, was I?
No, you wasn't.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
in about 2002, bud, you heard of Family Values, right?
Yeah. I know who founded it.
Well, I've been in Family Values the past 20-something years.
Well, I know one of the founders of it, and when I was at Algoa, I had some guys from my hometown. A lot of them were in it. I don't know if you knew them. There was Junior. There was a bunch of them from Newburgh, Missouri, Phelps County.
Yeah.
And but
Yeah.
yeah, they was all trying to get me to join back then. I said, man, I'm getting ready to go home, you know. And they said, well, we're kind of like we're all from the same town. We're kind of like a subchapter of the Family Values, you know. And I said, well, you know, I'm cool, you know. And there's another guy there, an older guy that's from my hometown. He's tatted up everywhere. And they tell him, you need to get this tattoo on you. He goes, I ain't got any room for any more tattoos.
Yeah. Well, see, Family Value started in Bowling Green.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
back then. And of course, like you already know, Harvey, you already said in your other videos, you know, I'm quick with my hands and I'm good with them. So that's the reason why they wanted me, because
Right.
I'm good with my hands. I mean,
I'm friends with I'm friends with a lot of those guys, you know. Still good friends with them.
yeah.
When I was at Licking, Scotty Pratt, he had gotten out. And he was one of the founders, and he came back, and he's telling me, he goes, I don't know if I'm gonna have trouble with these guys or not, because I don't want to be a part of it no more, right? I said, that might not be a good thing.
Yeah.
You might not have no choice.
Well,
but they told him.
I've been trying.
They told him he was cool. You know, they said that, you know, you're all right.
Well, see, I've been trying to step down for years, but I was just in Miller County Jail about 2 months ago, and one of my bros came through there, Campbell. They call him Rage, and I said, brother, I'm almost 44 years old. He goes, Honky, there's no retirement plan.
See, that's,
hey, David.
Yeah.
that was the main reason I didn't join. Even though a lot of these guys are my friends, I knew that once you got in, it's hard to get out, you know?
Oh, man. I mean, but yeah. Bowling Green, I think I got to Bowling Green for the first time in I believe it was 2003 is when I got to Bowling Green for the first time. And back then the camp was brand new. I mean, we had brunch. You can walk the yard in your shower shoes with your little cup of coffee, and you know.
I left there in January of 2003.
I was there.
Yeah.
But they had me now, like you saying last time we talked on here, the 17 house, a juvenile house.
Right. Yeah. That's the 17 house. I didn't know the number, you know. But yeah.
Yeah. It was 17 house. That was juvenile house, and they were all yellow back there. Remember?
Yeah. And they cuss you out and stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, they like when I was in the hole there, and they'd bring them in the hole, and hell, they'd cuss you out and all this. I'd be like, I tell you what, dude, when you're 18, come holler at me when on this side of the fence.
Right.
You know.
Hey, you remember how they said it cost $100 if you lost your key to your cell?
Yeah.
It's 87 now, 87.50.
Yeah, it was that way in Pacific.
Oh,
now, in Bowling Green, they gave us little bitty keys.
Right, yeah.
In Pacific, it gave these big ass keys.
Skeleton keys?
You know, yeah, and they said it'd be $100 if you lose this key.
Right.
Well, I ain't paying nobody $100 to lose my key.
Right. Well, I was walking on the yard with this old school guy, convict, and he lost his key. We was trying to find his key, and this young guy walks up to him and says, "Is this your key?" He said, "Yeah." Where'd you find it? He goes, "It's on the thing." He goes, "Well, thanks." He goes, "Well, you can have it back for $60." He goes, "How about I just beat your ass and take it back?"
Yeah. Yeah. See that used to be the hustle back in the day. You know, you be up around. I had a lot of people try to do that to me too. You be up there playing handball and stuff. Yeah. And you take your key off and everything. You lay down. They used to come by and swipe your key from you off your pile there.
Right.
And they'll come back later on, be like, "Hey, I'll sell your key back to you for $50-$60." No, you're gonna sell you my key back to me with a broken jaw. Is what you gonna do?
Right.
You know? Yeah.
You get a piece in you.
Yeah, they sure did.
You know what? Well, when I got to Algoa, I said talked about in one of these videos. They take me in this room, and they said, "Have you ever been sexually assaulted?" And I said, "No." They said, "Have you ever been physically assaulted?" I said, "Yeah, I've got my ass whooped a few times." And they said, "If you're ever sexually assaulted, let us know." I said, "Look, I did 29 years and that didn't happen. It's not going to happen in this low level camp." They said, "Well, it could." I said, "No." They said, "If it does, just let us know." I said, "Oh, I'll let you know when you start getting body bags, you know."
Yeah. Hey, the first time I got Algoa, first time I went to Algoa was in 2013. Now, my birthday is May 15th. I went back to farm again, Harvey, after that.
I did too.
And
Algoa.
but you know, they turned one house into R&O. Was you there for that one?
Well, when I went back there in 2016 after I left Algoa, the whole camp seemed like it changed. You know, it's different. You know, it wasn't like when we was there.
Yeah, I went back there in 2000. So, I mean, I went back there in 2013. I went to one house. This is funny, man. 1D was R&O, RO wing. And they put me back in me and Sonny's old cell 8, there at the corner. You know, that's just ironic to me. It's kind of weird that after all these years, they put me back to that same cell for R&O. Well, it didn't last long. I you know, Harvey, you know, I got into fights. Well, that's when they changed it from being 1, 2, 3, 4, and they changed it to minimum, medium, and maximum.
Right.
You only had 3 levels in. Well, they dropped me from a 4 plumb down to a 1. Okay.
Yeah, that's a weird pill when you go to a 1.
Bad mistake. Yeah. I've never been a 1 before in my life, you know. Well, they sent me to Algoa, and man, you know how you go to Algoa, you go to property and you spend a couple hours down there doing all your crap, and you go over to laundry, and then you go to 5 house. 5 house is R&O. Well, as soon as I walk in 5 house, I see 3 white shirts and about 5 blue shirts talking about Whittle, come here. I'm like, what's up? Because you're going to the top of one house. Now, top of one house was a gang task force house.
Right.
Where you go up there, they take all pictures, all your tattoos, you got gang, you feel, which I do. I got gang tattoos all over me. You go in there and they take pictures of your tattoos and they put you on this wall with all your tattoos. You ever been to that room? I mean, from floor to ceiling is nothing. I mean, you had old school OMs, you had old school peckerheads. They are peckerheads, but peckerwoods. You had what was it, SSGs? And then you had your blood, your cribs, your GDs,
right.
And every wall in this room was a different gang, you know, affiliation.
Right.
And of course, there I am, you know. But so anyway, I went back this time. I wasn't okay. I went back this time. I got sentenced to a year-long drug treatment, OCC.
Right.
You know, I was in Fordland. Well, man, I made it all the way through my treatment, Harvey. Okay, I did 18 months on a year long. Okay, in 2 weeks, 2 weeks before I graduated, my cousin came to the camp. And you know me, Harvey, I'm not big on this touchy-feely stuff, especially when I'm mad.
Right.
You know, I don't like to be hugged on. I don't like, and this ex-chick I was with.
You told me that.
Yeah, you was going to hug on me, dude. Get off of me.
Right. I was trying to console you one day. You was down and you said, dog, just leave me alone for a minute.
Yeah. Well, my cousin Jeremy Whittle come out there hugging on me and want to do all this little play slappy stuff with me. I'm like, dude, get away from me. So I pushed him off and I squared up with him. And as soon as I squared up with him, cops called 1049. Lost my treatment.
Yeah.
So I went from OCC to Algoa. Now I'm from Morgan County, so I got a lot of family and stuff works in Algoa. Okay, so as soon as I got to Algoa, that's all. Wait a minute. For one, your family values. You can't be on this camp. For two, you got staff familiarity.
Right.
They put me in a hole, and all of a sudden, this pandemic hit, and they stopped all transfers. So I did 10 months in that hole, Harvey.
Hey, you've always had the worst luck. You always have.
I did 10 months in Algoa's hole, and if anybody is watching, ever been in Algoa's hole, it's the worst hole in D.O.C.
No, really? Wow.
I mean, it's like MSP. Stick your hands out. That's how far, both ways.
Wow.
There's no AC. Windows don't open.
Oh yeah, because it's all just like MSP.
I'll take. Huh?
It's all just like MSP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember back in prison they gave them cards that has like ibuprofens and stuff in them. Excuse me. You used to get cards of ibuprofen and stuff. I used to set mine just right up on the vent where I could just get a hint of a breeze of air comes to that vent.
Right.
Pointed down. You're stripped down to your box. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're stripped down your box. You're sitting on your toilet dumping cups of water over your head just to get some coolness.
Right. I remember doing that at MSP.
And that is the worst hole at D.O.C. And them caseworkers are proud of that crap. You know what I'm saying? We got the worst hole in D.O.C. Well, no shit. Try living it. You get to go home every day.
They're like it's a good thing,
There ain't nothing good about it. That shit sucks. I mean, I'm sitting in a cell. I lose 5 pounds just sweating.
Right. Oh man, Terry, I miss you, man. You always had me laughing.
Man, I miss you too, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, you have to come up for a barbecue, man.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
But get back on track here. Whoever's listening, don't go to prison. Just simple as that. Don't go to prison.
Yeah. Stay out of trouble.
And in my dumb self, when I got on parole a few times, I catch a new case. I'm giving you probation, dual status. Don't ever do that.
Right.
Because I tell you what, if you violate your probation, if you violate your parole, you violate your probation, they get you for loss, and you're just screwed.
Right. Yeah. And I can't afford.
That's all there is to it.
I can't afford to violate my parole. I'm on a life sentence.
I can't afford it now. I'm Harvey. After all the years I've done, I ain't got another bit in me, brother. I don't.
I don't think I do either.
You You remember back in the day walking track talking about, oh yeah, I got 4 or 5 bits left in me. No, I don't. I quit after the first one. Hey, that first one was long enough. Cause
hey, they broke me of the habit.
I did from 95. I did from 95 to 06.
Right. All right.
You know, here, you.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I said here back then you and Sonny's all like, oh, knucklehead, you be out in a couple years. Yeah, 13 years later.
Right. All right, we 30 minutes.
You know?
30 minutes is about up.
And
I think I'm gonna call it. You hear me?
All right, hey, call me when you hang up, okay?
I sure will. And thanks again for this.
All right, brother. All right, we'll do another one real soon.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
All right. Later, brother.
Bye.
Bye, bud.